take a break from the videos I've been creating about the new Black culture that we want to create. And I want to touch on a few issues in regards to men who are dealing with women and dating women. I know there are an awful lot of men out there that have problems in dating and dealing with women. I used to be one of those men. I still, from time to time, have problems, but for the most part, I figured it out. And now it's just me adjusting to the knowledge that I've had and I've gained. But I think there are a lot of men that need to hear this, and I want to give a few pointers if it can help. So, just to preface, I am talking about the average woman. I'm not talking about a lady. Okay, I have to make separate videos about a lady. I'm talking average woman. So keep that in mind when I'm giving you these steps here. Okay. So the first step in dealing with a woman is you never take what she says seriously. You never do. You see, you got to understand with women that what they say rarely matches what they do. The average woman, it rarely does. It rarely does. Because a woman is always in the present. She doesn't really think too much into the future. She's always in the present in regards to how she feels. So if she's feeling a certain way at the moment, she is going to say something that is pretty much how she feels. But her feelings might change based off her mood. And so she's going to think and say something differently. So you got to be very careful to understand that about women. So if you take her word for it and she doesn't do what she says she was going to do, um, it's not her fault. It's your fault because you didn't understand a woman, right? Just to keep that in mind, right? So that's number one. Number two is that women generally do not want to take responsibility, nor do they want to take accountability. I have never really met a woman who would consistently take responsibility for their actions or for anything they've done. I've never met a woman like that. One way or another, if things go wrong and they have to fix something, they always push responsibility to someone else. That's just how women are wired. And if you try to hold them accountable to something that they did, they will go crazy. They will throw a fit. They will gaslight you. They will just blame shift. They'll pull out the works to try to abscond from accountability because they don't want to feel shame in any way. And so you got to understand that about a woman. Women don't want to take responsibility, nor do they want to take accountability. Next is going to be that as a man, you have to know that you are the head. Now, going back to what we said before, oftentimes you hear that a woman says, no, I want to be independent. I want to be my own person. And then you go along with it because you want to please her. But then sooner or later, she changes her mind and she wants you to be the head. And then she gets angry at you when you don't adjust to you being the head because you're so used to accommodating to her. And she punishes you for it and you get very confused. No, you always have to understand that you are the head. You always have to understand that you are the leader. You have to control the pace of the relationship. You have to control the rules of engagement in regards to how the relationship is going to go. And if you allow the woman to be the head, you are going to be sorry because she will punish you for it. Because like we said before, women do not like responsibility. They don't. They don't. They might say they do, but they don't. Always remember that. So you got to be the head. And then fourth, women want to be taken care of. They want to feel safe and they want to feel protected. If you can do that for them, then a woman is going to let her guard down and she will be a lot more feminine with you because you give her that ability to be feminine because you make her feel safe and protected. You provide for her, things of that nature. What turns her on is that she can be with a man who has that capability, who can do that for her. And so whenever you're around a woman, You always have to keep that in mind. They want to feel safe and protected. So if you talk to them a certain way and you make them feel afraid and frightened, then they don't feel safe and then they run away. Right. And that's why if you're trying to hold them accountable to something, they get very frightened and they get very angry and they don't feel safe. And then they start to react. Right. So women want to feel safe and protected. And that can mean psychologically, that could mean sociologically, that could mean spiritually, physically. They want to feel safe and protected. Right. And the last is you just have to remember this rule. And it's unfortunate, but this is just the truth. If a woman fails in any way, it's always the man's fault. And this is the harsh truth that we have to face, is that women do not want responsibility. Men have to be responsible over a woman. So you are never to blame a woman for what she does wrong. You are never to say, oh, look at this woman. Is some way or another, a man screwed up. It could be her father, could be her boyfriend, it could be her husband or uncle, whomever that she knows in her life that's a man that has some sort of authority over her. They screwed up. And now she is dealing with the consequences because of their lack of leadership. So you have to understand as a man that a woman, whatever she does, is the responsibility of another man. Society might have laws and rules to say that we have gender equality. They might say that women are independent. They have their own bank accounts. They have their own jobs. No, nature is supreme. Nature doesn't care about any civil laws. They don't care about what the government says. This is nature here. Women do not want responsibility. It always goes on the man. And so as a man, you must always understand that you are responsible over the woman. And if she does something wrong, it's because of you. So I hope that was helpful.